How you guys doing? I'm here trying to install this Fass diesel fuel system into my 2015 Chevy Silverado. I looked all over YouTube, the internet, and I can't find something with my exact model. It's either before or after, so I'm gonna sit here and take a wing at it. So let me just get you oriented. It's gonna be the Titan system right here. Mine didn't come with instructions, so I had to go to their website. But if you go to their website and you look up this number right here, you're easily able to download the installation manual. I have that right here. There's the installation manual. You go through it. There's a contents page. Let's see if I can find it. There it goes. Starts here. And there's 3 pages of contents. So the first thing you do when you get this is go through and make sure you have all the parts, which is what I did. Make sure I had all the parts here. Oh, another cool thing I seen. I opened it up and they sent me a 5-hour energy drink, so I'm assuming this job's probably gonna take about 5 hours. Another thing to point out here is the registration. To get your warranty, they said you have to register within 30 days. And they recommend you register it before you start your installation. So they got your manufacturer date. You'll need your receipt and your serial number off the side of the actual Fass system. So here's all the mounting hardware. They sent hose clamps. I went and bought some beefier hose clamps because I really don't like the ones that they sent. And I'm going to put a sump kit in also. So here's the thing I ran into with the sump kit. I have this one, which if you get this, you're going to need to be able to cut your fill neck of your fuel system. Or they got this one from River City Diesel. They have a return and an outlet hole in both of them. I'm going to use some of these quick disconnects for the fuel lines. I have the water separator and the particulate filter. I'm going to put some of the seafoam treatment. Everybody says that that's the way to go. Put it in there, clean your injectors out real good. Let's see what else we got. Wiring harness. They recommend you put the electrical dye in those, so make sure you do that. We'll go through it. This will connect to your ADA fuse line. These will connect to your positive and grounds. Here's a relay, 2 terminals. I might switch those out to some better ones. Got a fuel line. I'm gonna add heat shrink in for my own stuff, for my own peace of mind. Let's see what else. Oh, that's right, the Fass. So I got the Fass 165. So the Fass 165, they say you don't want to do it unless your truck's at 600 or more horsepower. It actually says it here somewhere. If you go through the whole installation guide, right here, Duramax 2015 was stocked at 600, or would be the 95 gallons, but I have the 165. So if I ever want to upgrade my turbo or get a better tune or whatever, however that works, then I'll be able to push that with the current Fass system that I'm going to install. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here on this model and we're going to take the fuel tank cover off. There's 3 bolts. I'm going to have my boy, he wants to help, so he's going to go down there. He's going to take them off, and the bolts are here, and there's another one back there, so he's going to get that done right now. Got it. All right, on the back side of this cover, there's 3 slots. All you gotta do is take it, fold it backwards, and you'll be able to get it out. Boom, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna get these bolts, put them back in the hole, because that's what we do, so we don't lose anything. Next step we're going to do, we're going to show you, we're going to mount that sump system. That way we can get the tank drained. I might drain this tank and then drop it, just because it's not that hard to drop, and I think it's going to be easier to get to all the parts that I need to go to. Good. Got it started, bud? Mm-hmm. All right, it's good as long as it started. So we're gonna mount it right here. I'm gonna need a 2 3/4 hole saw and a drain pan. I ran it down. I'm about 1/8 of a tank right now, so hopefully I'm not wasting too much fuel when I do this. I think I also might lift up the front of my truck so it all comes back here. All right, so while we're waiting for that to drain, we're gonna get our connections all done. All right, like I said, we're gonna do the electrical die there, put them into all the terminals. So we're doing all this. I did get my tune, exhaust, and everything done from Wicked Diesel out of Bedford, Virginia. They're phenomenal. They went above and beyond what they needed to do, and I'm just super impressed with the customer service that they provided. Now I got that. I heat shrink all my connections, so. It's a little over-exaggerated right there. So I'll have to do that. I like to put mine on with a vise, not a vise, with vice grips. So I know that the connection is legit. So here's the case. There they are. Done. Again, ground and positive that's going to the terminal. Alright, so to add a fuse, Go in. I'm gonna do the same thing here with some heat shrink. I want to be able to cover the whole thing. Make sure I can here. That's too long. This way. A little too long. Relay on, got our die here. And now it looks like an inline fuse, I'm not positive what it is. They say when you mount it though, yeah, it is inline fuse. When you mount it though, make sure you mount both these in the upright position on the firewall or on the side. Alright, so we're going to run our wiring harness. Here's our ADA fuse. We're going to take that ADA fuse, bring it over here. We're going to put it into slot number 39, miscellaneous ignition. The instruction says slot like, how was it? 12 or 13. I can't remember. But I'm not going to use that. It doesn't make sense. But so I'm going to put it into the miscellaneous fuse. So you just need something that's going to stay hot when you have your key turned over. We're going to run it down along the outside of the steering column. That way it doesn't get in the way of anything. I'm actually going to run it the same side that I put my tuner wire. All right, so again, the relay got to go against the firewall. You got the inline fuse that's going to go from the battery to there. So we're going to start running this down. Alright, so just hook up the thing to this when I send it up to you, alright?
Okay. Now?
Good?
Yes.
Alright, start feeding it to me.
Okay.
Push down on it. Nope, came off. Come on. Got it?
Yes.
Good?
Yep.
Alright, feed it. Alright, so we're gonna We just ran it right outside here. Not a very good light. We're gonna run it along the frame all the way to the back, and we're gonna attach it with the provided zip ties. I'm gonna try to run it into these clips for this wiring harness. Let's see if I can just make it look factory as possible. All right, so I'm gonna pull the rest of this down. Almost done, you said? Nope. Now we gotta route it the right way. So we want it all behind here. Hold on. Might have messed up where I wanted to do it. So I can get it to the outside. Yeah, maybe a little. Dang it. I think I'll put the relay right there. Yeah, I think that's where the relay's gonna go. Let's just get it there. What do we got here? Here's the add fuse. Yeah, I think I'll do it like that. Alright, so I'll take this number 10 out. Grab a tool for the job. Hey, pain in the butt. Everything wants to give me a problem today. Alright, so all you gotta do is put that 10 in here. Make sure it's secured. Alright, this one kind of has to bend because of one of the other fuses in here. But make sure you get it in. Push down. Good. And then route it out of the box. On the panels, there's some slits that you can use to go through it. Make sure mine is good in there. There we go. Alright. Set. Now I gotta clean this up a little bit. There's that. There's this. Alright. I'm gonna stuff all this excess for the ADA fuse on the bottom. It's the firewall. Actually, I might zip tie it up. Oh, I messed it up. Well, that ain't gonna work. Alright, make sure you didn't do what I did. Put it on the opposite side of the stabilizer. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to zip tie these up and put them down on the wall right there. I think I'm gonna put that up right now. This with the battery. We'll find a nut for that one. All right, we're gonna run this electrical wire down all the way alongside the frame, and then come back to zip tie it.
You're
Call that something right there. Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Got that one. Where did I put those zip tie? Are you on them? No? Did I forget them? Oh, there's one. Must be on. Yep, I got him.
Okay.
Until we mount the Fass up here. We're gonna mount the Fass up on the, I think that bed rail, right? Oh, I can't see nothing here. Alright, but it's gonna be a bolt up here. We'll get a light so we can see what's going on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, we just got done with the electrical wire. We're gonna go ahead and prep the Fass sending unit. So you're gonna take out the T cover. The T is where the 90 is gonna go. It's gotta be facing up. And then you're gonna take out that E cover right here. Boom. Simple, simple. Alright, for the E, you're gonna need a 7/8 wrench. Or a socket would probably work better actually. You don't need to use thread tape on these because they already come ready to go. Should be about good right there. Lock this in. Remember, it has to face up. I'm using a 17mm wrench just to tighten it up. Could use an F wrench too if you wanted to. Another half a turn will be good. There we go. Right. That's where it is. There's the tick. Straight up and down. Alright, so that's pretty prepped right now. So these are the ports you'll use. One, the T, the E, and this middle one between H and R. These are flared fittings, so you don't need piped thread tape on those. This is not. Oh, that is a flared, so we won't need on that one either. All right, all set. All right, so Jacob's gonna sit here and get the Fass fuel system mount ready. He's got his 3 spacers and then the rest of the mounting hardware here. He's gonna take over. Go ahead.
So if you look at the mounting hardware, it looks like it would be fitted like this. But the way that this sits, it would be too close to the cab and it would mount awkward. So you need to flip it and mount it as so. You'll be using only 3 bolt holes. This one, and this one. The reason why it's mounted like this is so it pushes it away from the cab once you mount it on your bed mount, as such.
Got the Bud Light in there.
The bolt size for this and nut size for this would be 9/16.
Alright, so what he's doing here now is he's already got it mounted to the bed. He already told you the 18mm to take out the stock bed bolt, 3/4 in to put the Fass bed bolt in. Now he's loosening up the mounting brackets because I just don't like how low the particulate filter and the fuel separator are sitting. So we're going to slide it up to where I like it and tighten it up.
kick on much further.
Slide up.
It's hitting your filth.
Oh, come on, for real?
Yeah, it smells hard.
That sucks. Alright, that's fine. Alright, hold on.
It smells right about there. It smells high as you
Go
can.
ahead.
How you gonna do?
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that a little better. It's not all the way down, though. I mean, it's still too far down for me.
That's how far mine are on my 12 valve and my dually.
All set? Check it out. That's the way it looks down there. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna drain the fuel. So the first thing we're gonna do, need a 2 3/4 hole saw. I got my drip pan back here, and like I said before, I'm gonna make the hole right here. All right, let's get to it. Make sure you guys center it up. Let that drain. Whenever it's done draining, we'll go from there. Alright, here we go. Had to take the bit out because it's going in the sending unit, so. Yep. Sending in right there. It says in the instructions to push up on the sending unit. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna deburr this whole thing. I might use a Dremel knife. We'll see whatever's easier. Let this drain it a little bit. Wash up. Alright, so we're gonna sit here and start our 10 holes for the sump. We're gonna angle our threaded nozzle out for where the pickup line is gonna be. I'm gonna hold it steady in place. Jacoby's gonna go ahead and start. I got it. Good. I got it right here. He's gonna go ahead and drill the hole out. Right there. Alright, good. And you're gonna drill it 2 sizes smaller than a 1/4 inch. That way you can put the bolt in. No. Grab the other bolt. Go grab the bolt. We're gonna put that there, put the small put the bolt in there in the smaller hole. That way it holds it in place while we go around. We probably don't even have to do this step. Probably don't have to do this step.
Probably not.
Can you make sure that's on the right? I mean on the right.
Yeah, it's still going.
I think we might have picked too small of a... yeah, we took too small, bro.
I'll get one size.
Yep. Hey, just grab the regular 1/4 inch. I'll hold it while you do it, alright?
Alright.
You see it right there? Yep, yep. Alright, so just when you put it back in this hole, let's make sure we're in the right spot. Flip that light around so I can see. Gotta turn that light. Turn there.
Where?
Right there. It's facing the opposite direction. Right there, drill.
That's in the hole?
A little slow. Good.
Yep.
Alright, next one. Move yourself real quick.
Yep.
So make sure.
Not going through? Do a little love tap, maybe.
Well, another thread end, basically.
Pretty much.
I want to put them in the. That way we know we're in the right spot. That's fine. I like that. All right. All right. So we just we're gonna use a smaller bit. We're able to use these Allen keys. We're gonna screw them in. That way we ensure that everything's lined up properly. Go ahead. Keep going.
Is it straight?
Go to this one.
Which one?
It's right here front.
Straight?
Straight. Go. Now again, we're gonna go back through and deburr all these holes. That way we make ensure that our seal is completely tight. We might even put a little gasket sealer on it. We'll see. It comes with 2 O-rings on this Fass sump pump, so
Straight.
we'll see. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Charlie,
Yes.
go around here and give me those bolts straight. Go ahead. Come on. Yeah, I need them. Come on, bud. We need to have the gasket on it. The white thing. Charlie. Where you at, bud?
Right here.
Come in. Good. Alright, let me get that. Alan, thank you.
Jacob.
Is that all 10?
Right.
Is that the last one?
Yep.
Alright, that's all of them. Alright, so the camera overheated because we're in Texas and everything likes to overheat. So what we're doing right now is getting the sump finished and set in. We're gonna go through and re-drill a little bit. Now we're just gonna tighten these all up and get it all set. Clean this lens off again. We got to put this one in. Get those two in first. That right here. Good. Now. Well, it's kind of a pain in the ass trying to get that the back plate in with that damn sending unit. But kind of doing it like we do a tire, tightening it up. That was good. That was good. There.
Fuck her up. Help the batter up.
Good. How much you want to sink? No, this one. How much you want to sink those plastic washers?
Just so the washers like squishes this.
All right, go ahead.
Look good, okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's good.
You might want to go around and check them all.
I'm not done yet.
Done? Alright, I'm gonna get into that fitting. So I want to check real quick, is that fitting that rod goes over. Is this steel braided line? Stay there. Steel braided line gonna make it there?
Yeah, and then some.
Plenty?
Yeah.
No, it's gotta go up and make that corner. Who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
You sure? Without?
It'll make it.
So we're gonna have to bring it over this way to get it away from the leaf springs. Yeah? No?
Yeah, well we could. Well, that's gonna be kind of stupid.
Here, just connect that real quick and then we'll put this on there.
Shit, my bad.
Alright, so the GoPro overheated. We had to put it in the refrigerator and we were wasting time, so we continued on with what we were doing. So we go underneath here. We installed, you see it? We installed the sump. I upgraded to a braided line, metal braided line, which seems to be like an improvement. So from the sump to the intake of the Fass right here, and then out of it. Okay, so this is where it was confusing at the instructions for us. Jacoby, can you hold this light right here, bud? So either we read the instructions and we're stupid or misunderstood them or whatever we did. But all right, so this is the return, the bottom one. So the bottom return comes through. It's got to come in farther, Jacoby, and it hooks into what used to be
Tank side return.
Yeah, the tank side return. Then what used to be the return is now the suction line. So that one goes from here to the top one here. All right, so this is to the engine, and that used to be the old return line. So everything still stays hooked up. You have nothing that you have to cap, nothing like that. So if that's going to confuse you like it did me, because that's where I was having my hardest time wrapping my brain around, is how this portion hooked up. So I didn't drop the tank. We didn't do anything with the tank. The shitty part was trying to get that sump put in with the sending unit, and it kind of turned out to be a two-man job. It kind of sucked, but we have nothing leaking. We already started it up, took it for a test run, went and filled the tank, and nothing's happening as of right now. I'll update it if we do have any leakage or anything. All right, so that's the completed job. Thanks for watching.